How y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of Who Knows What Number, Joker's Wild Side. I am Lobo,
I'm Jax.
and we're here to, talk about sports, some wrestling, some entertainment, First of all, hope you guys are doing well after Father's Day, Daddy's Day, Puppy's Day, however you want to call it.
I don't have a father.
I am your father.
Oh.
Wait. I am your father. Nope, still don't sound like him. Tried.
I just need a Pringles can. I got it in the bag.
I got an apple. How was your weekend, by the way?
My weekend was really good. As I told you guys, I went fishing to Echo Reservoir when I talked to you guys last. And then the following day, I had a wedding.
Ooh, how was that?
Oh, I was able to dance with a very beautiful woman.
That's right, you did mention
And
this. You messed it up.
I messed it up. I had a homie that was having a housewarming party. It was really difficult to leave the wedding. I was having such a good time, but you got to show up for the homies too. So,
well, you could have some good fun too at the wedding, though.
I could have.
But hey, glad you had a good weekend. I was, as always, stuck at work for the weekend. Busy weekend, but we're glad we're back here doing it again after Friday. We had a great episode with the pain and the spicy challenges that you lost.
Yeah. And it never ended up on YouTube, so if you're watching this on YouTube, there should be double posting tonight. Other than that,
it's still loading up, but...
So yeah, by the end of night, you guys should be able to have 2 videos on YouTube to watch back-to-back if you're so inclined.
So, we got some sad news today, right off the bat. Whoa. Ray Lewis' son's the Hall of Famer, linebacker for 2-time Super Bowl champion for the Baltimore Ravens. His son, Ray the Third, it looks like he died over a suspected overdose. Sad news because his son was also in college, I believe, playing football. T's and P's to all the Lewis family and friends. We're going to take a little moment just out of respect for the death of Ray the Third. Okay? So our thoughts and prayers go out to the Lewis family. Sorry to hear that.
Yep. Rest in peace.
Yes. We usually don't start off shows that sad, but it was big news, so we just had to get it out there right off the bat. Another big news in football. This is so... Y'all know the law, right? Especially if you're a minority like me, some of the African-American friends out there. Y'all know the law. Dave Chappelle said it best in his comedy skit. You don't know law and what time served comes with it. Okay? Patriots corner Jack Jones, come on, man. How are you trying to sneak in to the airport with 2 guns? He got caught. Unfortunately, it looks like he's going to spend anywhere from 2 to 20 years.
Yep. Mess around and find out, man.
In prison. Come on, man. What is your opinion on this? Come on, you should know better.
Yeah, you should know what you're doing. If you are a good gun owner, you know there's a way that you can take a firearm into a airport the proper way. You have to have your gun case, you have to have locks on it, and it has to be accessible for the air traffic controllers to be able to open that up, inspect the gun, make sure that there's no magazine in it. The magazine has to be shipped separately with the firearm. You can do it legally, and you have to just sign some paperwork. So why are you trying to sneak in 2 guns? You could have done it the right way.
So I wasn't aware of that you actually could do it?
Yes, you can legally bring a gun into the airport, but there's a lot that you have to do to be able to transport that firearm over the plane ride.
Whoever Jack Jones's people are, he's smacking them across the head. Come on, if all you had to do is fill out some paperwork and make sure everything's separate. You got that money, man. What the hell? Moving on to another gun issue is now in the NBA. John Morant
suspended for 25 games.
So this will be coming up next season. So,
yep.
For that Twitter or whatever video that popped up of his friend recording waving the gun in the car.
Again, gun safety. Don't point a gun at anything you don't plan to destroy. No. It's stupid to be playing around with a firearm potentially loaded. Don't know if it was loaded. I never watched the video.
I wasn't aware either if it was.
Either way, you always treat a firearm like it's loaded.
Mm-hmm.
So just be safe with it. So many problems can be avoided as long as you're smart thinking about what's going on.
See, I have a little bit of a problem with this because he didn't do nothing illegal on this Twitter video with John Morant. It is more of a morale issue with the NBA, which is why a big story.
Big PR statement.
Yeah, like I get it, but I also don't care for it. But as you said, gun safety is very important, and if you're going to be doing that on live, I think you need. And he didn't even record it himself. It was his friend. I think you need better friends, bud. Because that seems like they're trying out to get you. Those are not the friends you want to keep around.
No, yeah, it might have been funny in the moment, but come on.
Come on, you're worth millions of dollars. You're in the NBA. You already had this issue once before of having a gun in a nightclub and actually pointing at somebody. So he already was suspended his, I think, second or third offense. John Morant, get better friends. Leave your guns at home. And as you're going hunting and stuff, but that's a different story.
Or if it's for self-defense.
Yeah.
It's for self-defense only.
Yeah.
Keep it on your person, not around your person.
See, the thing is, unfortunately, this goes to one of my favorite genres of music, back to hip-hop. Those videos, they're always popping off with guns. Guess what? In reality, only their security have guns, or if they do, they end up in jail, those rappers. So.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, those videos are glorified.
Generally, they have a police team on site just in case if anything's going on.
That too. So, there's a saying that rappers want to be ball players and ball players want to be rappers. Stop that, man. Be grown. This is 2023, man. You got to be smarter. There's a lot of other ways you could take care of that. Like you said, there's paperwork to get guns through the airport. There's security. There's, carry?
Yep, concealed carry.
So, go through the proper channels. I personally don't like the suspension, but also...
I mean, I would say that it's a bit hard on him. And it's the NBA doing a little bit of a flex and being like, hey, you're not allowed to do this.
Mm-hmm. And I understand it, and it's more of a morale issue, because he is, what's it called? It does inspire little kids, and little kids look up to him. That I do get, but also there's a responsibility that goes up to the parents, too, that they got to teach them properly. So there's both.
There's a lot of leniency to it all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the side that
safety for me.
It's all safety, and it shouldn't have been a as big a deal as it is. But just as a general out there, be safe with your firearms. They are not a joke.
Yes, exactly. And sorry for that. There was a lot of noise coming out from outside, so I had to take care of that real quick. Moving on real quick, there's a lot of possible movement in the NBA still, staying with the NBA, and a lot of it looking towards my team, the Lakers. So there was Draymond Green had declined his option to resign or have an extra year with the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
There's been rumors and talk all through the playoffs and part of the season that him and LeBron are looking to get together in a team. So it looks like him joining possibly the Lakers if they could get that done. Also, Kyrie Irving also opted out of his, or is looking to move again from was it Philly? No, that was not Philly. I forgot what team he's in right now. But there's also him talking to LeBron again, trying to get together again.
And it will be his 5th transfer.
Yeah, his 5th team in his career. So that's a lot of movement for him. He wants to be the star, but it seems like he can't get over the threshold for that. But if Draymond Green and Kyrie Irving both come to LA, we're going to have a stacked team. The only thing is, will the NBA allow it? Because they could ixnay that. And then second, can they play together?
I mean, I would just say just allow them to play, because that just means that other teams got to get stacked. They got to build their defense against it all, and they have to build their own offense.
Well, not only offense, not only defense. They have to have a good offense, because Draymond Green, and now with oh my God, I forgot his name, Davis stepping up in defense. Draymond Green known for defense and playing. I don't like the guy personally, but he plays dirty and rough, and I like his style of play. So
That's fair. That's fair.
the Lakers will move up in defense and hopefully overall move up to maybe win one more championship for the Lakers. Other players that were mentioned that are probably on the move: Chris Paul. Oh no, Chris Paul was traded.
Chris Paul was traded.
Yeah, over the weekend to Washington Wizards. The funny part of all this is he did not find out. So he was mid-flight when he found out. So he was going to do an interview, I think, with somebody, and that's when he found out. So that's a bad way to find. Yeah, but that's a bad way to find out. You should be aware. You know, the uppers should be letting you know.
You need to be included in the conversation. Mm-hmm. You're a person too.
Yes, exactly. And it seems like more and more people are finding out like that by surprise. And I get it, it's a business, but the people involved, remember, they got feelings, they got emotions, they got all that. Don't treat them like objects because they're not. But it is a business. Let them know, hey, we're possibly considering moving you. Have a little respect, okay? And then the last one that I heard is James Harden moving again, possibly. He declined his option as the same thing as Draymond Green from Philly, so he might be on the move too.
All right.
And James Harden is a great player. I think he was points champion a few times during his career. So possibly also to the Lakers, that'd be freaking amazing. You know how much that team, but they also chemistry. Who knows?
You like your Lakers. I respect that.
I wish everybody, all the stars would come there. You bring Jokic, bring everybody. But it ain't going to happen. They don't have the money, and I'm pretty sure the NBA will not allow that. Because then it would just the Lake Show all the time. And then one thing you saw.
Yes, Lou Williams.
Yes.
He's the sixth man for 3 times in 2015, 2018, and 2019. He is retiring. His last game was in April of 2022. He played 1,123 games. I can't even comprehend how much work that is, man.
So, put it this way: whatever we see on the field, they did at least 3 to 5 times more of that behind the scene. So,
and then also 13,396 points
during his career.
Scored, and there was a prompt that said off the bench. I'm not sure what that quite means, but that is the NBA record, beating somebody out. His last name's Crawford, don't know his first name, by 2,114 points.
So coming off the bench, that means you're not a starter, but that you still need a good bench to win, and apparently he's one of the tops ever to do it. So,
okay.
Congratulations, Lou Williams, on a great career. Unfortunately, he never got to the promised land of an NBA championship. But he was on great teams, and he had a great career. So, enjoy retirement, sir.
Hopefully, you succeeded everything that you planned to achieve.
Yeah, I think he will. If he was success off the bench, he will. Moving on, we are talking about the debut of a new show. The AEW Collision happened on Saturday, I believe, and CM Punk returned. So that was great in a triple 3-on-3 match. It was him, FTR, versus Jay White, Juice, and Samoa Joe that we talked about a little bit on the Twisted Metal show.
Now, the downside to all this is Jim Ross was sitting there and announcing the whole show. Well, there was a big community outreach over social media, and they all was saying the same thing. Jim Ross, you're not sounding all right. So he took a look on the inside, and now he's stepping away to heal until he's better.
Yes. So our T's and P's also go off to Jim Ross. Hope he gets better.
Yeah.
But continuing with the show, we will miss him, of course. We will miss Jim Ross. He's a legend in this sport. But we need you better. Go heal up. Come back stronger than ever. But also on the show, CM Punk, when he came out, was throwing shots, man. That's
just like you called it.
I told you. But regardless of that, he's still sticking to his guns. Good for you. Like I said, it wasn't not what I was hoping for, but it was still entertaining. Like I said, he's still great in the mic. But also with the shots he took, it sounds like they kind of worked it out in the back at least. I hope they did. If not, these are just random shots. He's just F it and saying, let's shoot him. Let's see what happens. Uh, I guess CM Punk won't ever change, right?
Nah.
And then he also started saying that he feels like people were asking him to apologize. I not from my end. I don't know if it sounded like I wanted to. Maybe other fans or other wrestlers just cut the out of the ring shenanigans off, man. Do you? That was fine. Let's just hope there's no problems because he's gonna be on Wednesday's Dynamite, which is where
Oh,
the
nice.
Bucks are, which is one of the issues they had. So I hope everything is good. It sounds kind of like there is, even though there's still shots. It might be building up to a story. I hope so. There's more matches between them because they're all great competitors in the ring. Uh, we're just gonna move swiftly into the 3-on-3 match. I don't think you saw it.
No.
So it was a very not predictable match. I did predict the ending that Juice Robinson had to get pinned and CM Punk cannot lose.
No, not
So-
on debut.
No, so FTR couldn't lose because they're champions. Jay White couldn't lose because as this is the way I was thinking of it. Jay White was a former New Japan champion who just started off in the company as well. So Samoa Joe with his momentum with the Twisted Metal show and everything, and the rivalry between him and CM Punk. I don't think he should get pinned right away, just so they could build a little bit upon it. So the only one left was Juice Robinson, and yep, that's what happened. He got pinned. After FTR hit him with their finish and CM Punk hit the go to sleep, 1, 2, 3 was over. Pretty good match for TV. But like I said, the finish was predicted by yours truly. So I just saw right through it. But it's fine. It happens. There's some stuff that we could predict. We saw it coming. I just hope it all medals out all the drama that happened last year and the year before with AEW and CM Punk and the other wrestlers involved. Let's just move on, make money, make great wrestling content, and move on, Another thing that we found that as you were scrolling through Twitter while we were getting,
Yes.
you want to talk about this?
We're talking about the one right above Jim Ross.
Yes.
Yes, Logan Paul returning tonight
Mm-hmm.
for WWE Raw. And also with
Tommaso Ciampa also returned.
yes.
So a little bit has been popping up on us. It seems like Raw was already recorded.
Mm-hmm.
So this might be a little late on you guys' part, or our part, my bad. But it's still news. Logan's Paul been out since, I think WrestleMania.
Yeah, WrestleMania,
Mhm.
he messed up his knee. There's
Oh.
something going on with his knee.
So after that, he took some breaks. So he's back. Welcome back. And Ciampa has been dealing with injuries too most of his career. He's had, I think, 2 broken necks. So, geez, crazy. He's a very
That's
crazy.
wild.
He's a very crazy wrestler. I'm hoping we could do some reactions to his matches too, because he's great. With that, also tonight, WWE is having a celebration for Edge's career.
25 years.
Yes, 25 years of great work, crazy work. I have a feeling this is his career is coming to an end again.
Mm-hmm. It's almost time for a new generation to hit WWE, and Logan Paul's a good start for that.
It is, but this is also signaling that this might be his last year,
Mm-hmm.
or his last few months, Edges at least. But we're gonna watch, and then we'll talk about that for sure on Friday. We hope he's great because he had a lot of great moments, a lot of great matches. He was involved in one of the matches that made me want to become a pro wrestler and pushed me to do it, which is TLC 2 at WrestleMania. I want to see 18. I may be wrong on the number, but it was Edge and Christian versus the Hardys versus Team 3D. Crazy. I want you to react to it too. That's one of my favorite matches of all time.
I did watch one fight with Edge. It was very high energy, very pumped.
Was that the WrestleMania match that we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh, the Hell in a Cell.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. So, all that through his career. Imagine that. Very great. So we're gonna be looking into that very, very astutely and talk about it on Friday. The last storyline of pro wrestling is something that happened on Friday.
This is insanity.
So I've watched that clip over and over and over again. I know you've watched it a few times with me too. I saw people react to it. They went nuts to it. It was the bloodline dissolving.
Oh my gosh.
Man, we could talk about this for a while, so go ahead, you take it away.
So this is my big it was my big introduction into WWE and the Bloodline storyline, and I fell in love immediately. And being able to move on farther and farther and see how it goes, I entered in right as it started getting a bit shaky. You still had whatever the ginger guy's name was.
Sami Zayn.
Yep, Zayn was still in there, and he was getting pushed out, and Sami Zayn just said, F it, and he came in full force against the Uso brothers. And then I guess that's it for Sami Zayn. And then it just started breaking down from there, and there was power struggles and power reaches, and
then you saw cracks in their armor.
Yeah.
Every week they would show you a little bit of angle here. Someone like not liking this. Someone's being like, what I mean? It just looked bad for a while. In the last pay-per-view, the Night of Champions, where Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa went for the tag teams from Sami Zayn and KO. One of the Uso brothers, Jay, I think, super kicked Roman and caused them the match. That was great. I showed you the clips. That was so
just
good.
Kicked. Oh my gosh!
And then for the last few weeks, they were building up. What is Jay gonna do? Is he gonna stay? Is he gonna follow his brother? Is he gonna stay? He's gonna follow. What is his choice? Well, it came into a culmination on Friday. We saw it as soon as we came off the show. I was out here cooking some steaks. That video popped up, and we had to watch it.
We were just watching it in awe, and
the way they built that, man, it was they talking smack, he's talking smack, and then Jay looking like he was going to betray his brother. Stay with the bloodline. He goes,
he was
you
talking
out.
Him up.
Yeah, he was talking him up. You out to his brother. Psych. No, I'm out too. Super kicks Roman. Oh.
Roman drops down, and he's out right now.
Yeah, he's out. Solo couldn't believe it. What's his name? Paul Heyman couldn't believe it.
Solo comes in. The brothers kick down Solo. Solo rolls out of the ring. Crowd's going wild.
The crowd was nuts on it. They loved it. And then they look at Paul. Paul screams out, get out, so they're like a roach he is. And then Roman Reigns starts getting up. He's like, you don't kick me. He's all flustered and mad.
He's getting pissed.
Yeah. Gets right back up. Double super kick. Snaps down. Hard. Great sell by Roman there. And the crowd goes nuts again. They loved it. I loved it.
I loved it, man. Oh my gosh.
It was so good. And then the last couple of days, there was little jabbers here on Twitter. What
yesterday, the Usos tweeted out, it's not betrayal if you deserve it. So
it sounds like they had enough for Roman's bullshit, Nick, and just had let him lick their boots as he goes to the ground. And then also we saw Solo post a picture of him attacking Jay or Jimmy. He's like
holding him by the neck. I'm coming for you.
Yeah. So it looks like there's a civil war in the bloodline, or what was the bloodline, is dissolved. They're gonna have great matches. We might have to live stream a few of them.
Oh yeah,
because they're gonna be. I hope they are physical, like they know how to go. It was so good. It was great.
For you who don't know, Jimmy and Jay, all they wanted was respect from Roman. Roman said, you just need to bow down to me. Paraphrasing. But he didn't want to give them an inch. Yeah. Because he was worried that they would take a mile. And
well, they took it all down. That's what they did. With 2 kicks. Well, more like 4 kicks. But either way, bloodline over. Their reign of terror is over. Hope Roman Reigns get his. The thing is, he's still their champion, so I don't know how they're going to build that up.
Well, the thing is, he's only champion because of the bloodlines.
Agreed. They helped him a lot.
But the biggest main actor right there, Solo. Solo's always been his back man that helps him win from what I've watched just this year.
Ooh.
Solo's always helped out.
His muscle.
Now, what I'm curious to see is if Solo's getting out there, and then you got the Uso brothers that come in and they attack Solo as he's trying to help out Roman.
That's one way. So what I'm seeing here is the possibility of this. Usos beat Roman and Solo in this match series.
Mm-hmm.
Roman goes hard on Solo, like pushes him, whatever. Solo attacks Roman, and then Solo wins the titles from Roman.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. That would be great, with help from their brothers, because Usos and Solo are brothers.
Okay, I thought they were cousins.
No, Roman and the rest are cousins. Solo, the Usos are blood brothers.
Okay.
That would be great, just to have Solo immediately come in like that. But it would be with help of the Uso brothers. So who knows what happens? Who knows where they're going with this? We have had predictions before. A lot of them have failed because they're doing.
Obviously, mine have failed. I got burned and turned.
Yeah, that was beautiful. But it seems like WWE has a long plan for them. It's been years in the making. So who knows how they're gonna go forward. But it's still very interesting to see where they're going. I'm gonna be watching regardless. Now there was some news on a game. Do you want to finish with that, or we want to talk about something else?
So we were looking at it, and apparently I missed this.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars Outlaw. It is going to be
I
an
missed that too.
open world Star Wars game. And the trailer for it caught me off guard because I was like, man, these graphics look insane that they're real life. Come to look at it, they just shot a clip in live action and then they reverted to the animation style of the game. So, good play on them. Game still looks pretty good. A little bit on the more dated side, but it looks like it has a certain style to it all. It's still captivating that
Star Wars feel.
The Star Wars Battlefront feel.
Yes.
And even into Star Wars Lost Jedi.
I didn't play that game. I heard it was really good though.
It was pretty good. Especially if you're liking the games where you have to fight through a whole bunch of enemies and fight like a big boss. And if you die, you have to reface all those enemies.
Oh, jeez.
It can be pretty aggravating. I got a little more than halfway through the game. Other things came up. Never got to finish it. I got to go back and finish it.
Yeah, so we saw footage of this. It looks very good. You're really an outlaw, kind of like Han Solo was for a bit, or even the bounty hunters.
Yeah, you have to sit there and do sleazy things, and you'll be able to become. They're advertisements to become the greatest outlaw.
Regardless, it looked very interesting. I'm just hoping we could grab some lightsabers. That'd be great, but it doesn't look like it.
No, the most that you're going to get into, I think, is going to have like the Praetorian Guard staffs. That is the most that I think you'll be able to use when it comes to lightsabers.
But it's still, like we said, it looks very good. It's a little different angle on Star Wars, not being a Jedi, not being a Lost Jedi or Sith. So looks very interesting. I'm kind of interested to see more of the gameplay before I actually jump into it. But I am down to try it when it does come out.
Apparently the fans were a bit ticked off about it. I don't know what for. It seems like a solid game. It seems like it could be pretty good in my eyes.
Fans will be fans. There'll be people doubting everything. There are probably people that if they knew about this, they'll talk crap about us. So let's be honest. Don't care. If you like it, like it. If you don't play. Don't play. Do what you got to do. Right?
Yeah.
It's your opinion. Okay. Another thing that we're going to be doing here in the next few weeks or days, probably hopefully by Friday, is we're going to be rewatching the first season of Daredevil and then giving you our opinions.
Yep, I've been making it through it. So far, it's good. I like the older Marvel Universe compared to like the recent Marvel Universe. Mostly for me, I hate multiversal theory. It is
Complicated as hell.
Not complicated, stupid. Because they can bring anybody back at any point in time, whenever. They could literally bring back Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, if they so choose.
Well, that's the loop. That's why they do it. That's the little loophole they have, so they could bring like I said, that so it could bring
I mean, it's
another
the same
whole,
argument with the Flash for me. Is they just kept bringing back the same damn bad guy,
yeah,
over and over and
for
over.
the time travel reasons. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but it's also sometimes there's some villains that are so good you gotta bring them back.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That I can respect.
So the other thing we're gonna be doing is, I don't know if you finished Marineford yet.
No,
That
I
just
am
happened.
on to the last 10 episodes.
Okay.
I might be finishing it this Wednesday or this Thursday.
Okay, so regardless, then this Friday we'll talk about that too. So that's two series we're gonna try to talk about Friday, or at least one of them,
Mm-hmm.
which is the One Piece one. And then the other thing we want to talk about you for next week, for this Friday, is I'm gonna be watching hopefully both new movies, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse or whatever,
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse, and then the new Flash movies that I'm so excited to watch. So I'm gonna try to watch. You sick there? I'm gonna try to watch both, and then I'll give you my non-spoiler, honest review, because I know you haven't watched any of them. I don't know if you're gonna be able to get to watch them.
Nah, I might watch the Spider-Man one. I also might wait until it hits Disney Plus, depending on your review, honestly.
Okay. So I'll do a non-spoiler review on both of them, hopefully Friday if I watch them both, and then we'll do some reviews over one or both shows that we watch. But other than that, that is all. Unless you have something else to add.
Nope, that is all for me.
All right. So guys, remember everything we talk and say here is only our opinion. Do not take it for more than a grain of salt. Do not get offended by anything we say. This is just what we think. What we think does not reflect on you. You get your own ideas. Anything we talk about, do your research and then get your own ideas so you don't have to dwell upon ours.
Just our
Yes.
opinions.
We're some doofuses who like to talk smack and want to entertain you a little bit. You know what I mean? Also, remember, it was Father's Day yesterday, so be grateful if you don't. If you do have a father. If you don't, be grateful you have a good family, friends, whatever it is. That you have a job, you have a car, you have a family. And that's pretty much it for us. We'll see you Friday, hopefully, with a lot of reviews and more news coming your way.
Sweet. We've
See
been
you-
Joker's Wild Side.
See you next time, guys.